Peace, peace. Welcome to another episode of the Parry, where we don't pull or duck no punches, and the parry is fundamental to boxing. You already know what it is. Waiting on my co-host, Shade Black, the pragmatic one. Peace to everybody tuned in. Magneto. Peace, family. It's really good. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I don't know about y'all, man, but I'm gonna get to it in a second. Congrats to Ryan Garcia, though. But let me just remind everybody, please, man, jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, lead hook that share button, and throw a combination at the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop new content. You can follow us on Twitter and on TikTok at the Parry 101. Well, TikTok is at the .parry.101. But you can follow us on all other forms of social media at the Parry 101. Still waiting on the pragmatic one, so we can really get to it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Oh, what's up, brother? Brother Dion, I see you in the chat. We really Ryan Garcia, man. King Ra. Who saw this? Who saw this coming real? For real. You know what I'm saying? If you predicted Ryan Garcia to win this fight, put it in the chat. Let me know what's up, man. But let me know where you tuning in from, what country, state, borough, county. Let us know where you tuning in from. This is the Parry. We don't pull or duck no punches. I'm gonna go ahead and get started waiting on my co-host while he get himself set up and situated. King Ryan Garcia defeats Devin the Dream Haney. Let me preface this whole discussion by saying something. Here at the Parry, you know, we're boxing fans first. You know what I'm saying? We're boxing fans first. And when we make choices, when we decide how we gonna pick in regards to any particular fight, we go with our boxing mind, not with our heart. Now, with that being said, though, me being a boxing fan, Jay, just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Me being all right, let me bring my co-host in here, man.
Got me in
Jay,
here.
blid that.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up? Say,
yo, what's up, brother?
Around. Yeah, man.
We here.
Devin Haney.
We back and we black. Devin Haney, man. All right, but let me just speak my piece. Then we gonna get into the topic of discussion.
Devin Haney.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? This for Haney. This for Bill. This for Bill. Oakland. Yeah,
the Bay. Shout out to
Bill.
the Bay, man. All right, so people though. Again, like I said, we pick with our boxing minds, not with our hearts, right?
Indeed.
However, you know, I am a boxing fan, but I am a fan of certain fighters. You know, just like any other sport, you may like baseball or football or basketball, but you may root for a particular team, but you just a fan of the sport in general. And for me, boxing is no different. Anybody that watched the show, know that I'm a huge fan of Terrence Crawford, and Devin Haney is one of my favorite fighters. And I didn't say was, I'm saying is still one of my favorite fighters in the world, man. So this one hurt, but I did pick Devin to win, not because he's my favorite fighter or one of my favorite fighters, but because I honestly thought that he would outclass Ryan Garcia based on what we've seen from both guys. I will say the last time I picked with my heart, man, was Deontay Wilder. I'm a big Deontay Wilder fan as well. When he fought Tyson Fury, I kind of knew Fury had the better skill, but I still picked Deontay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I picked with my heart right there, and I was hugely disappointed. But this one feels different, man. I'm just gonna say for the record, man. This one hurt, man. This one. I'm just gonna just get it out there now. This one hurt.
Look, my man
did,
Dion
man.
hit me up right before the fight. He was like, "Yo, who you picking?" And I texted him back like, "Yo, Haney better set this boy. Like, he better sit this boy down." Like, that's what I responded in the text. I think I told him he better sit this boy. And basically what I was saying was that I'm not really impressed right now by Haney. And he didn't look good at the scale. So that was my way of saying, man, listen, man, he better go out there and not play with this boy. He went out there and played with his food, man. Didn't your mama tell you don't play with your food, homeboy? Come on, Bill. I know you taught him better than that. Don't play with your food, man. It was a game. He thought it was a game. He didn't listen to Tank when Tank told him, yo, the boy can crack. Tank told him, he said, the boy can crack.
I mean, Tank felt it.
First punch of the fight. It looked like the first punch of the fight down there. Clipped him. Clipped that beard. He clipped that boy's beard first punch of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Straight clipped the whiskers. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't man. And even though, real quick, even though he was fighting this fight, he was in control of the fight at the time when it all really fell apart. It was one of them situations where he was still gun shy though. He was throwing punches knowing what was coming, what could possibly come at him. You understand what I'm saying? So go ahead. What you was gonna say, my brother?
Yeah. Last time I lost, one of my favorite fighters losing like this, hurt this bad, was when Bernard Hopkins beat the stuffing out of Felix Trinidad, man.
Ooh, I won money on that fight.
Yo,
my man down. He's still in the chat, man, because I watched that fight with him. But
yeah, Magneto. Yeah, I believe he's still in.
Nah, not
shout
Magneto,
out to everybody that's
Magneto. That's the other homie. That's Teflon.
Oh, okay. Oh, Teflon Don. Yeah. Shout out to my man Dion. You know what I'm saying, in the chat. Canada Racing Joy. I see you, man. Everybody, you know, if you're into cars and racing and all of that, man, you know, go ahead and like and subscribe on my man channel, man. Canada Racing Joy, man. He's a good brother. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you tuning in, family. So this one hurt. This one hurt bad, bro. This one did, man. Last night I was sick, man. I was sick, man. But I'm not taking nothing away from Ryan Garcia. All right, let's get past. I got that out the way. What the hell happened last night, man? What was that?
That left hook and then that right hand. That's what happened. It was that right hand. See, if he didn't, he was under the hook. What his pop said? He said, "Look, roll under the hook."
Roll under the hook.
For 5 rounds, he was rolling under that hook, and then in the 6th, that right hand. It wasn't the hook. It was the right hand. He was rolling under the hook, and I don't know if it was Derek Jackson who gave him the adjustment call. James. Like, look, straight. Derek James. I mean, if he gave him pardon me. If he gave him the look, straighten the punches up, catch him at the end of that punch, hit him at the end of that right hand. Because that's what did it. That's what set everything in motion. Now, with that said, here's the problem I have with Haney right now. Garcia didn't look all that sharp with them punches. Them punches didn't look like the sharpest punches, and Haney looked very hittable.
Shout out to my brother Mawali Barry Hayes in the building. Yeah, I thought, well, let me just talk about Ryan Garcia for a second, man. You know, he had all these antics. He came in 3.5 pounds or 3.2 pounds over the limit. Belt wasn't on the line. Your man actually got up on the scale, drank a beer. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was out here with all his, I ain't gonna say conspiracy theories. But he's out there. He was out there with
the conspiracy theories. He was Mel Gibson out there, man.
I mean, I don't want to listen, man. There's people that actually, you know what I'm saying?
They believe that stuff. I know.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to. Yeah.
Because
so he out there talking about Bohemian Grove. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Gorilla Mainframe, peace. He out here talk about Bohemian Groves and how they tried to kidnap. Like, he really had the people thinking he crazy. Now, my first question to you is he really crazy, or was that a tactic to kind of throw his opponent off and have people sleeping on him like he wasn't really prepared for this fight? What you think?
I mean, a little bit of both. I think the boy is definitely crazy. Like the boy, his wire is definitely some. That elevator top floor, it don't make it there. Something ain't all the way with this boy. So with that being said, the boy definitely ain't right all the way right. I mean, something. But I do think that he was part of it was him hyping himself up, and that's what I said to you earlier. I feel like it wasn't even as much as him trying to get inside of Haney head. I think he was trying to convince himself. This was like an insurmountable odd on paper. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gave this dude a chance. You understand what I'm saying? This was like a far-gone conclusion. This was a name for Haney. I don't even think Haney took him all that serious. I think Haney looked at him as he was a name. And I think one thing that Haney did was he looked at the Tank fight and he watched the knockout. And he said, oh, this boy got some quit in him. You know what I'm saying? He was listening to Mike Tyson. Oh, this boy got some quit in him. He ain't want no more of that. And when you watch a fight and you're watching a fight, for fighters out there watching somebody that you have to go against, I think that the last thing you need to be looking at is the knockout. That's not what you focus on. What this guy was doing before he got knocked out. Focus on what this guy can actually do. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of times these guys, they focus on the knockout, man. Somebody
the Gorilla Mainframe asked a question.
The three rounds.
He asked a question. Is 3 pounds that big of an advantage? Because I'm hearing that excuse.
We talking about ounces right
it's
now,
not,
brother. We're talking about ounces right now.
I mean,
if we ounces, man.
All right. Well, here's the question. Like, they say there's weight classes for a reason, right? Hold on 1 second. They say that there's weight classes for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there a big difference between 140 and 147? We're talking about 7 pounds. Now, of course there is.
Yeah.
Right? Now, hold on. Now, 3 pounds. Now, the 3 pounds, and this is just my opinion, of course. I don't think, first of all, I haven't really heard that as an excuse, right? At least not from the Haney side of things. The fans may be using that, and I don't think 3 pounds is that big of a difference at the weigh-in. But it's also about how you rehydrate, because you also got to remember this. Sometimes, for a lot of fighters, just stripping down like that trying to strip them last 2-3 pounds off your body when you ain't got no water left in your body is draining, right? So to not to make that extra sacrifice to get down the weight kind of makes a difference. If you look at both of them on the scale, Ryan Garcia looked like he was good. He looked
like man versus boy in that ring.
And if you look at Devin Haney on the scale, I mean, I'm just being honest, man. He looked like Skeletor, man. His eyes was all sunken in. He looked drained.
So all the way sunken there. He looked like 50 when he was playing that part in that movie, man.
Yeah, man. He looked drained. Yeah, and then if you look at how he rehydrated, you see how he looked. His face looked fuller. Now, some people may think that the 3 pounds don't make a difference. It does make a difference. It does make a difference, man. To make that extra, because if you ain't never have to cut weight like that.
This is what I was going to say. The 3 pounds, all right, before we get to the 3 pounds, we're talking weight classes. They have weight classes for a reason, right?
Right.
The problem being is that you have somebody who now they're fighting at 147, but they're walking around at 160. You have another guy who might walk around at 149. So he's pretty much in that weight area. So for him to cut weight, make weight isn't an issue. So he gets in the ring coming in about 147 and a half, 148. And his opponent's coming in the ring weighing 162 pounds. that's where the problem comes. The 3 pounds doesn't actually translate to 3 pounds. And that's what it is. You see, we're looking at 3 pounds on the weigh-in, like you just said, on the scale. The 3 pounds that 3 pounds ain't really 3 pounds. That's just where they differentiated at the point of the weigh-in.
Right.
And that rehydration, and even at 3 pounds, even he rehydrated beyond that 3 pounds. So by the time they got in the ring, I mean, I seen people like Gaddy come in the ring with a 17-pound weight advantage over his opponents. I remember Prince not seeing how mad at featherweight, and the limit was 126, and he most of the time he came in around the 135, which is a full lightweight. It never had a lightweight fight, never moved up past 126. And then when we're talking about these pounds in these weight divisions, the smaller you get, the shorter they get. You got featherweight, junior featherweight, you're talking 126, 122 pounds. You're talking 4-pound difference from a weight class. You're talking bantamweight, junior bantamweight. Now you're talking 118 to 115 pounds. Now we're getting to 3 pounds. And then from there to flyweight, you're talking 115 to 112 or 113 or something like that. So,
right.
I don't know what that looked like on a grown man, 115 pounds, but
look like Guillermo Rigondeaux, man.
Yeah, man. But but shout out to all the bantamweights, all the flyweights, all the strawweights, all the Ricardo Lopez's and Tim Austin's, Mark Johnson's, But go ahead, go back to that. But yes, to answer your question, the 3 pounds makes a difference because it really translates to more than 3 pounds. So in boxing language, that 3 pounds could be a whole nother weight class.
Nah, that's a great point. Man. Because like you said, it all depends on where you starting at. You know what I'm saying? Some fighters walk around, they got different walk around weights, and that them last few pounds, man, make a difference. And again, I will say, I'm not taking nothing away from his victory. I can't do that. He fair and square won the fight. I did think that outside of the knockdowns, Devin Haney won those rounds. Well, Harvey Doc.
We got to talk about that referee.
Hickory dickory pause. Yeah, man, Harvey Doc.
Now, hold on. Now, someone in the comment, you know what I mean? I don't have no control over here. I'm on a guest joint. Someone in the comment, they said Haney won the rounds, but he didn't get knocked down. I think Haney lost the 12th. I agree, except for the first and the 12th. He didn't get dropped in the first round, but he got rocked. You know what I mean? Them Clippers got the Clippers, the Whiskers, they got clipped. He didn't clip that beard in the first round. Yeah. In the 12th round, I gave it to Garcia as well. And I was pulling for Haney in the 12th round because if Haney would have won on that 12th round, my scorecard would have been a draw. However, in a fight between two men, he still got his ass whooped. And that's bottom line.
Chris Mannix had to draw at the end of the fight.
Regardless of what the pointage said, you know what I'm saying? The boy still got his ass whooped.
Yo, I think, yeah, I agree, man. The ref kind of saved Haney from a couple of them knockdowns, but
2 knockdowns.
Knockdowns.
He saved Haney. He even picked Haney up. He didn't even. He even picked Haney up off the ground. I'm sitting there.
Yo, listen, man.
The first thing I'm thinking, the ref. But the ref, handle that. The ref. But the ref,
yo, tell your corner man to sharpen up over there. What's going on?
That's my little nephew right there, man. Shout out to my nephew, young Omar in the building, man. He gonna be on here. I'm getting it right. I was gonna say I was grooming him for this, but you can't use terms like grooming right now. You know what I'm saying? And pure, I'm being pure, being pure with it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we ain't no grooming over here unless you get your bed laced up. Like.
But that ref was insane, though. The ref, first of all, and it was hard to tell whose pocket the ref was in, actually. Because one minute I'm looking at it like, yo, did Bill pay you off because you picking his son up and this, that, and the third? But then on the second hand, it's like you're allowing Garcia to grab him in the back of the neck the whole fight without a warning. He kept turning his back, which was a straight tactic, like that turning your back shit. So it was kind of hard to tell who I just think the ref was just a terrible ref. He just did a terrible job.
Harvey Dock is usually on point, man, but only thing I could attribute it to, man, is they was fighting at the Barclays, and you got to spread love. It's the Brooklyn, man. Everybody.
Your comments got me crying. I'm sorry.
Like, yo, man. I mean, look, man. Devin Haney's performance. He didn't look crisp. He looked tight. To start the fight. I thought Ryan Garcia looked a little not too confident to start the fight. I agree that Devin Haney won. He won the fight. He won rounds in which he didn't get knocked down. And I disagree with you about the 12th round, though. I gave that 12th round to Haney due to I thought Ryan Garcia was just playing around too much. But I think he believed he had the fight wrapped up, which he did.
I definitely wouldn't have done what he did in that last round. I would have listened to his coach. Don't let him off the hook. It wasn't in the bag. But go ahead.
I thought Haney was gonna get finished, to be honest with you. But yeah, I gave Devin Haney
the ref to me should have actually stopped that fight. That's the type of punishment yeah, I'm not listening. I'm just saying,
it wasn't an Errol Spence
for the help of the fight.
Disrespect.
The ref could have stopped that fight. The ref could have stopped that fight. Stopped that fight.
Now you know, like
and it would have been legit.
Ryan Garcia is claiming that he broke Devin Haney's jaw. Bill Haney and Devin Haney came out, disputed that. Now, yo, listen, I remember during the fight when he got put on his back pockets and he was kind of looking up and he saw the blood coming out of his mouth. I was like, yo, I think his jaw broke.
It should look warped. His face was warped. He warped his face.
But when given that he did the interview at the end of the fight, I was like, okay. But I know some
the way he talked in the interview, even he was talking it. Sound
his jaw was swole, man.
There, man.
His jaw was on swole.
It was on half a hinge. If he ain't break it, it was on half a hinge.
He definitely shifted that jaw, because when they showed the replay, they hit him with that left hook, and your man hit the camera, hit his back pockets and his fair guards.
Yeah.
Yo, man,
that was definitely.
Listen,
but I'm gonna say real quick though. I wanted to say, now. Garcia didn't come out looking sharp. He wasn't throwing sharp punches. But in the first round, and this was weird, he would hurt Haney like how he did in the first round. And I don't know if he was gassing, like if he was running out of gas, or punching himself out and then happened to rejuvenate himself, because he went in for the kill and then he just backed off. Now, in the 12th round, which we clearly disputing the 12th round here, the reason why I gave Garcia the 12th round is because Garcia landed the harder shots. Haney that was a close round. Don't get me wrong. I don't think so. I can respect someone saying that. But the only telling blow in that last round was from Garcia. Nah, he didn't look sharp at all. He really didn't.
Nah, I don't think.
Which worries me about Haney. Now you facing a sharpshooter. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when you get in the ring with a sharpshooter, yo?
Well, Garcia definitely didn't look sharp. His conditioning wasn't official. It was a point in the fight when he was losing rounds. He was fighting with his mouth open. I'm like, yeah, he's gassing. From round 2 to like round 6, Haney was running away with the fight, and he was making it look somewhat easy. He was making Garcia missed that left hook. He was only looking for the left hook.
Yeah, he was rolling up under it.
He was head hunting. He was head hunting the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the left hook. Wasn't going to the body. Wasn't really jabbing much. He started jabbing a little later in the fight. He was kind of using that hand to kind of measure, measure his distance. But he didn't look that sharp. But here's what he did look. I think this is what kind of threw Devin Haney off. I think he underestimated a couple things. One, his power, and 2, his hand speed. Because when they did fight in pockets, particularly when they was in that mid to close range, when Ryan let them hands go and threw them combinations, it was like he was flustered, because he would land 4 or 5 shots before Devin Haney even knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Had your
Yeah,
man
he
face
was
looking.
dribbling that boy. That boy head was.
He was bobbleheading him, man.
And then he had that look on his face too. You know. Now, real quick, someone in the comments, man, I like this guy. I can't see names right now. They said that the first judge is why people think boxing is rigged. You know what I'm saying? Who's this right here? Who's talking?
Canada
right
Racing Joy.
Canada. Okay. Okay. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah, subscribe to that man channel, man. Good.
God bless you up there in the North Pole with my brother up there in Canada. So brother, he said the first judge. Now I just want to say this real quick. According to Bomani's scorecard, if Bomani gave Garcia the first round and only the rounds that he dropped Haney in, that would be a 112 to 112 fight. That would be an even fight. That the scorecard point wise would be just that. Which, because my scorecard, I had him winning by what, a point? I had him winning by 2 points. I had him winning by 2 points because the best that Haney could have did in that last round to me was a draw.
Right. I actually saw a scorecard that had Devin Haney still winning the fight.
Yeah, that right there was that person right there doesn't never need to ever be near a boxing ring where he can make a decision ever.
I believe it was Michael Benson or one of them or Coppinger, one of them. They had like the scorecard. They had Haney up by like a point. Yo, Devin Haney fought well for in spots. I mean, it's just that, yo, listen, man. Like my man Gorilla Mainframe says, Garcia punches didn't look like they had power, but he was beating on Haney. That's the thing. This is what I'm saying. They didn't look powerful, but if you saw the snap, you saw how my man head was being bobbleheaded over there. Like,
yeah, it was a dribble.
That left hook, Ryan Garcia got snapped, and like Che Black said, Tank said it. Yo, that boy can crack. I mean, he said Rolly had the most power, but we ain't gonna get into Rolly. He got steamrolled by Pitbull Cruz.
Rolly got rolled out.
Yeah, he got rolled out for real. But
rolled out.
He said Ryan Garcia could crack, man. And I think when you mix speed and power together, see, it be the ones you don't see. And because Devin Haney got a tendency to get into that kind of that shell defense where you parry with this hand, you keep your lead hand low and you parry with this hand. Ryan Garcia did something that a lot of fighters, like, it's a combination that's hard to do, is when you jab, I mean, you hook off the jab.
Mm-hmm.
So he would throw the jab and then come around with the hook, and he's used to parrying the jab with this hand, but that hook is coming around. And if you see the first time he got hit with the left hook, that's exactly what happened. He's in this position, and the hook came around and boot, had my man on ice skates.
Now, they're talking this was fight of the year. I keep hearing this fight was fight of the year, is a good fight. And I didn't see that. I didn't see what was fight of the year from what I seen.
Well, they say boxing is the, how do you say it? Boxing is the theater of the unknown, or something to that effect. Right? You never know what's going to happen. Now, I think the
drama is what it was. The drama. This was a dramatic fight.
That's where I was going. It was the build up, everything that was on the
first
line.
Round on. Once he hit him with that hook, you wonder, is he going to be able to do it again? Is it a matter of time? Is he going to be able to withstand it? Because the guy got gunshot. And my man in the comments said, yo, he looked like he was messed up from that. I don't know if that was I think that he did recover. I think that he recovered by like the second round. He seemed like he was pretty much recovered. But he got hit again. And I think that he was a little bit gunshot. I think it was one of the situations where he knew what he was up against. It's like when Shane fought Vernon Forrest the second time. Every time Vernon just shook the right hand, you would see Shane flinching.
I just saw an interview of Bernard Hopkins. I don't know how old it is, but it was B Hop and Roy Jones sitting on like a bus or a Sprinter van or something. And
it's not that old.
Explain. Okay. It didn't look that old. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know when the interview happened. But Bernard Hopkins is explaining how when he got hit, like in the first round, with a left hook from Roy Jones, like he knew, yo, I can't get hit with that again. You know what I'm saying? And he specifically explained it was the speed and power. He was like, it was the speed and power of it. And I knew, he said, it changed my whole game plan. That I knew I couldn't get hit with it again. And somehow Devin Haney seemed to not have that sense of urgency about that left hook, man.
I disagree. I think that for 5 rounds, he avoided it. Garcia was missing with that left hook from the 2nd round to the 6th.
True that.
Like, I think he did make the adjustment. I really think it was the right hand that caught him, and he wasn't expecting it. But we're talking about a left-handed pass. We're talking about like how De La Hoya fought with his left hand out, with his which is his power hand because he's naturally left-handed. Garcia is naturally a left-handed fighter, so you're not expecting him to really pack that much punch in the right hand.
Right.
And I think that's what surprised him. The boy clearly got power in both hands.
Yo, this is the brother Teflon, right?
Yeah, Teflon. Derrick James definitely needs more credit.
All right, now let's talk about this for a second because that's a good point.
Teflon
one that I kind of happened.
Teflon got some hands. Go ahead.
Listen, man. Somehow, but I'm gonna say that's a good point, but I'm gonna say I disagree. About the Derrick James needs more credit. He gets all the credit for Errol Spence and the credit for that ass whooping too. But what I'm gonna say is, and when it comes to Ryan Garcia, let's be real. And I'm not taking nothing away from Ryan, man. He won the fight fair and square, dropped my man, had him bleeding out the mouth, man. Had him looking like elephant, man. You know what I'm saying, at the end of the fight.
Yeah, he did.
But how much improvement did we actually see from Ryan Garcia? He still fights with his chin high, right? He's still doing that weird, I don't even know what you want to call that shoulder. I mean, it works, whatever, but that's weird. Like, yeah, I don't know what that is.
He did the whole and then turned his back.
He was turning his back, like it's almost like he was trying to protect a young child from getting beat. Turning his back.
And then what was Haney doing? Like reaching over, trying to hook him, and then Haney seemed confused with that. He didn't know what to do.
I don't think Ryan Garcia showed any major improvements or there was any real game plan. I will say what I was thinking watching the fight in regards to just the game plan, what it seemed like to me. And I don't know if this was Derrick James because it was times when they was in the corner and it seemed like Ryan Garcia wasn't even listening. You know what I'm saying? He said the Delaware shell.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yo, yeah. So I don't even know if he was even listening to Derrick James half the time. But what I thought what he was doing was smart. He was being economical in regards to one, he knew his conditioning wasn't up to par. So he was making Devin Haney come to him. Now, what was clear is that, okay, he's making Devin Haney be the aggressor and come to him. That's because he's looking for the check hook, right? Then it wasn't working. So then he switched it up. And this is where I will say I give Derrick James credit because I heard him say it in the corner, yo, step to him. You gotta make him bring the fight to him. Step to him. And once he started stepping to him, that was pretty much the fight after that. Once he was making Devin Haney back up, that was pretty much the fight. He dropped him every time he threw them hands, he was boop, boop, boop. That boy was on his back pockets again, man. That boy sat down more than, musical chairs.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, yeah. So you know what? Yeah, I guess you got to give Derrick James some credit because he told him what adjusted to making it work. But in regards to just him as an overall fighter, I don't really see the improvement in him, which also makes this so shocking. Of him to it's not even that he won, it's how he won. So now let me ask this question: Is it that
bigger, stronger guy?
Is it that Ryan Garcia is the better fighter, or do we now realize just how chinny Devin Haney is?
Yeah, I think the fight reminded me of when Tito Trinidad fought David Reed. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fight reminded me of. Hold on. It reminded me when he fought David Reed. And David Reed came out with a nice lead and was looking good. And then once he got hurt, it was it. The legs turned to noodles, and he didn't really have much of a chance after that. But I think that he's definitely his chin. He's definitely chin. His chin definitely. He definitely doesn't have that solid chin to go in there up against the. Someone like Tank is gonna just crumble him. He'll crumble under someone like Tank's power.
All right, I got to do this. I got to do this because I'm live. I don't know if my man from work is tuned in.
I agree with the statement, though. Haney is actually the better fighter. That's the irony. Haney is the better fighter. He's up against somebody that he's too big and too strong. It's like Deontay Wilder. A lot of people Deontay Wilder fought were better than him. He just happened to end up catching him.
He had the equalizer.
Exactly. And in this particular situation, he was too strong for him.
Hold on. Allow me to say this real quick. I got to get this off, man. I got to get this off, man. This is a co-worker of mine, man. We talk boxing every day. We talk boxing. And he's not a casual. You know what I'm saying? He's not a casual, man. But a lot of the fighters that I like, he particularly don't like. One of them being Devin Haney. Right? His thing was, what a lot of people use as talking points. Devin Haney, he ain't got no power. He ain't really fought nobody like that, which I disagree with. And also he believes that he ain't really been in there with a dangerous fighter that could crack. He was like, he ain't been in the ring with nobody that could really crack.
He hasn't been in there with a killer like that. I mean, the biggest killer he's been in there with was Lomachenko.
Right, but he talking about somebody that can really put him, that can hurt him. He was like, if I see him beat somebody that can punch him and hurt him,
he ain't been in there with a. I've said this though. I've said this. I said it, and I said he get hurt when he gets in the ring with a killer.
Hold on, let me say, man. Already bad enough. I gotta get this on the record for my man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he said he ain't been in the ring with nobody that can crack, that can hurt him, until he see him beat somebody that's actually dangerous. He ain't really giving Devin Haney no credit like that. I think he been in there with some people that can crack. Regis Prograis, Jorge Linares, these dudes that can crack. But nobody. I mean, he got hurt at the last few seconds of a round against.
Ain't none of them
Linares.
Killers. Prograis
I didn't say killers. I don't even think Ryan Garcia. All right, Ryan Garcia be putting dudes. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
I ain't gonna, man. Ryan Garcia showed he got killer power. He got the power of a killer.
Yeah, but all right. So, but I will always say, look, man.
Yeah,
skills pay the bills.
We'll talk about that.
Hold on. I'll always say, yo, skills pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm riding with Dev. I'm still riding with Dev, man. I'm still Team Haney over here. You know what I'm saying? But again, I pick with my boxing mind, not my heart. If I think he's gonna lose, he's gonna lose. Now we had a bet. I ain't gonna say have. We have a bet that. Damn, I don't even want to say it. But I picked Haney over. I picked Haney over Tank. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For reasons that I explained in regard to just boxing. I just thought that the skill set of a Devin Haney might be able to beat a Tank. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna leave it here, bro. Now I'll give you the floor. I give you the floor after this, right?
No, I wasn't talking. I was just saying that was your heart talking. Go ahead. Listen.
Could have been. Could be. But it's also. But I have logic behind it though. I thought I did. But when I see how Ryan Garcia had this boy on skates, put him on his back pockets, I'm convinced if Tank hit him, man, he's not getting up.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta say it. I gotta call it how I see it. If Tank hit this boy, and he's not getting up, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Night.
Yeah.
Because Ryan can crack, but Tank is one of the heaviest hitters in the sport, pound for pound. Like he's like the Deontay Wilder of the lightweights. You know what I'm saying? He got the one hitter quitter. Put your lights out. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? So
he's not getting up from Tank.
No. I think Pitbull Cruz may be a problem for him. And that's hard for me to say. That's hard for me to say, bro. It really is, man.
I personally think, this is my personal opinion on the situation. I think that Haney is gonna come back. I think that Haney is gonna return. I think that he's actually gonna learn from this fight. And I think that as long as he didn't take too much punishment in the ring, you know, because fighters can get ruined just like that, you know. Fighters can get ruined. As long as he didn't take too much punishment, I think that he'll actually learn from this. I think that his father will definitely bring in some different coaches to help him get better, to work on his defense a little bit better, get him to sit on his punches a little bit better. I do think that that his father and the team that he has around him is a good team, and I do think that they're going to look and see what went wrong and try to really make some adjustments. And I think that we will see a new and improved Haney when he does return. But I don't think he needs to just be thrown back into a big fight. I think, you know, we need to, you know, back in the day, you know, have a tune-up, have a touch-up here. It's, you know, maybe even two. Get your confidence back and then get back in the ring. But I definitely don't think he needs to just jump back in with a rematch. I'm not even interested in seeing the rematch this fast. You know, I like the fact that boxers are taking losses, you know, because this is what boxing is about. Take a loss and come back. You know, none of my favorite boxers, with the exception of Floyd, all of them got losses because all of them stayed and fought. All of them fought, and Floyd probably should have had a loss. So everybody has a loss. You understand what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong
Devin
with
Haney
that.
will
come
be back
from that.
Devin the Dream Haney will be back and better. Guaranteed.
I believe
I believe
he'll be back and better. But but that's based on not circumstance. That's based on conditions, and that's the condition that, you know, he doesn't just jump right back in there and try to, oh, I'm the best and I need to go out there and show that I'm the best again. No, even Tyson fought Tillman when he after losing to Douglas. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta just jump back in there. You know, De La Hoya fought Corley. Tito fought Hassan Sharifi after his loss to Bernard Hopkins. It's okay to jump back in the ring and take somebody who, you know, ain't the toughest out there.
You know, we don't need to. I don't need to see this fight again. Not now. Maybe at 147. You know what I'm saying? I think Ryan Garcia, and this is a good segue into, I guess, the last bit of this conversation. Ryan Garcia gonna have to. He can't make 140. It's clear. Remember his last fight against what's my man name? I can't. His name Duarte. His last fight against Duarte, they fought at a catch weight of 143. So this is 2 fights in a row. We came in at 143. It's starting to be clear that this man can't make 140. So his next stop is either he's gonna be a catch weight fighter, somewhere between 140 and 147, or just move up to 147. Now, it's been tossed out there, so I don't know if you saw the clip. I wish I had it to play it. There's a clip of Ryan Garcia's father walking through the tunnel, and he runs into Eddie Hearn. And he completely started disrespecting Eddie Hearn. Oh, F you, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's going crazy on him. Even grabbed his balls. Like, yeah, you thought this, that, disrespect, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, yeah, you a piece of, you know what?
He grabbed his own ball.
Yeah, he grabbed it. Yeah. Pause, man. Pause. Yeah, right? So
I didn't know he said he walked up to him and started disrespecting him. And he said he even grabbed his ball. I was just making sure it was his own. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So he grabbed his own balls. You know what I'm saying? Basically, check. You know, we let them know, like, yeah, you were talking all this about my son, like he was gonna lose, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn was like, talking real greasy. Eddie Hearn,
he was like,
real greasy. Go ahead.
Hold up, but he was like, he said to Eddie Hearn, he was like, yeah, you had what's my man? He knocked out with the left hook. I can't. Yeah, no Diddy. I can't think of the name off the top of my head for some reason. His name is escaping me, but it was another matchroom fighter. He's like, you brought this guy. You know what I'm saying? We finished him, and now Haney. He was like, who you got next? right? Ask Eddie Hearn, who else you got? Who you got next? Like basically line them up. We taking them down. He looks and he says, Jaron Ennis. He said, well, what about Pitbull? Hold on. He says, well, what about Pitbull?
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
So the thing is,
that's a great fight for both of those fighters. Jaron Ennis puts himself right in the mix with everybody off.
Listen, man. Listen. They asked Ryan Garcia about Jaron Ennis. He said, yeah.
Ryan Garcia
now,
said,
here's the thing. I believe him. I believe that he will fight Jaron Ennis. I believe this kid. Listen. If you can't give no credit to Ryan, you know what I'm saying. What you got to give him credit for is that he'll get in there with anybody. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think Golden Boy is gonna make that fight.
No.
I think he'll fight anybody, but Oscar and Bernard know better than that. Oscar and Bernard know better. Unless they try to cash out. It
will be a huge fight. Huge fight. Like, let's be clear. Ryan Garcia now is probably the biggest superstar in the sport.
That's crazy, but you're right. That's crazy.
Without a belt.
Which, and I know well, let me just say this. Him and Tank Davis. You said that to me last night.
Yeah.
Let me tell you mentioned that to me last night. Him and Tank Davis running it back. That right there now has different intrigue, but Tank's gonna have to move up.
If I was Eddie Hearn, if I'm Golden Boy, I'm looking for the Tank Davis rematch. Because win or lose, that's a huge fight. It's gonna do way bigger numbers than the last one.
Yeah.
But if I'm Eddie Hearn, I'm really trying to convince Ryan Garcia to fight Jaron Ennis. And I'm sorry. I think Ryan got a better shot against Tank. Boots are absolutely dog.
I think Boots will put him in a hole somewhere. Like, Boots will knock him down and leave him there. The problem is, for one, I don't see that fight. I don't see Golden Boy putting him in that match. And the main reason is, how much can you pay? Like, how much of a person's that can pay? They saying that this fight didn't sell out with him and the Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney didn't sell out, that's big right there. Because we're talking about he might be the biggest star in the sport. But if him and Devin Haney ain't selling out,
let's be real. Let's be real. Part of that is because, and there's no disrespect to my bro, and I love going to watch fights at the Barclays. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching fights at the Barclays. Excellent venue to watch fights, man. But it's the Barclays. You got two dudes from the West Coast fighting in Brooklyn, New York. Right? I didn't think it would sell out. I mean, I know I'm lying. I thought it would sell out, but I'm not surprised that it didn't. If this fight was in Vegas or in California, it's selling out. I mean, let's be real.
So you're saying it
Vegas is selling out.
Mexicans and Mexican Americans in New York, in the tri-state area.
I mean, Devin Haney, and this is no disrespect to Devin Haney. He's not a big name like that to where people in New York City is gonna be like, yo, like you had to be a hardcore to really probably be like, yo, I'm about to go see Devin. I was trying to get tickets when I saw the price of them tickets in the nosebleeds. I was like, I'm good, but they end up dropping the price. That, I think that may have affected it as well, because I never went back to look at the price, but as the fight got closer, I heard that they dropped the price. Because when I went and saw up in the nosebleeds, they wanted like $300-$400.
Yeah,
I was like
$300, like, yeah, I seen.
I was like, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that affected it. But if this fight was in Vegas, it sells out. But real quick though, about the Jaron Ennis, Ryan Garcia, or Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia rematch, the possibilities of either one. And here's why if I'm Eddie Hearn, I would really be trying to push for that fight. One, it puts Jaron Ennis on the map immediately after he dog walked this kid.
Absolutely.
But it's clear that Ryan Garcia cannot make 140. The last time he fought Tank put a rehydration clause on the boy. That's not happening again. Right? So Tank, you a fighter that said his team said he's a 135 pounder. And I can't see him going past 140 to give Ryan any advantage. So either Ryan is going to have to sacrifice to make 140, something that he's proven in the last couple fights he can't do, or Tank is gonna have to agree to a catch weight between 140 and 147, which is probably not gonna happen because they didn't want to go up to 140 to fight Devin.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
So the only option for a big fight, really, Boots Ennis. I think. Look, man. I think listen, it'll be, as they say, pause. It'll be quite ballsy of Ryan Garcia to go up to 147. Of Ryan Garcia to go up to 147 to fight Jaron Ennis. But I would give him all the respect for doing it.
Mm-hmm. I would too. I mean, I don't think
it'd be a homicide.
If I'm one of his handlers, there's no way I'm putting him in the ring with Boots. It's just.
All right. So what's next? So what's next? Because Tank could happen, but based off the parameters of, what both fighters is going to want, it's going to be hard to probably make that rematch.
Well, I mean,
unless Tank,
what's the kid who just beat Rolly?
Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah, Cruz. We got Cruz,
and he got a belt.
Yeah, I think that right there would be, man, it's gonna sell amongst the Mexican fan base. You know what I'm saying?
We know politics is gonna get in the way of that because Pitbull's a PBC fighter. Ryan fights with Golden Boy on the Zone. What happened?
But it could happen though. I still think it could happen. I think that's a fight that the fighters gotta win it. But I think that's a good fight right there for.
I only see that fight happening if my man Turkey Al Sheikh puts up the bread. He's now working with PBC now. You know what I'm saying? PBC trying to get some of that oil money too. So that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get some of that oil money. You know what I mean? He ain't let Eddie Hearn, you know what I mean, get all that money. You know what I'm saying? Al, like, yo, look, hey, I'm over here too. Tank gonna want some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I think I didn't think about the Pitbull Cruz fight. I think that may be good.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
Right there.
I'll watch it. And it'll be his first opportunity to become a champion. I mean, to win a belt. He technically the WBC champ right now. Technically.
I was just about to say, how do we look at Haney now? Is Haney the champ? He still has his belt.
He loses the belt. It's just vacant.
He only lost. The WBC said they still keeping him, didn't they? The WBC said he still keeps the belt.
He's not the champ. He lose that belt, bro.
He said that after the fight. He was like, I still got my title.
I'm still the. Well, you know what?
He said it after the fight. After the fight, I believe, because he was the unified. He was unified champion.
Let me.
I think the WBC let him keep that strap. What they say?
WBC allows Devin Haney to retain title despite loss. Okay.
Despite the loss, they let him keep that title.
Yeah. Well,
so let's
you the
say
champ, but it's like Ryan is kind of like Debo right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my man Red who got his chain snatched. It's kind of like both ours.
Yeah, it's like both ours actually. You know what I'm saying? To me, I like the fact that it seemed like Garcia didn't even care about the belt. And I like that. Don't get me wrong. I do think that we have to have crown champions. But the fact that I believe that me and you've had this discussion, even debate at times about it. I believe, paper like a mug, right? Straight, you know what I mean? Just not even construction paper, you know what I mean? That's loose leaf paper. You know what I mean? That's Bible paper.
Paper mache.
Toilet paper.
He said, nah, we not doing that to my boy, man. Nah, come on, man. He said toilet paper. Nah, man, we not doing that. We're not doing that, man.
He the toilet paper champ. He the toilet paper champ, but
we not doing that, G. Come on, man.
We ain't gonna do that to the band. We ain't gonna do that. We actually love Haney. We love him and his father. You know what I mean?
For real. Shout out to Bill Haney, man.
Shout out to Bill Haney. I know right now, keep your head up because you did a great job with your son. You was the best promoter he had. You know what I'm saying? You had people believing he was definitely in the top 3 pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? And like my man Bomani.
I'm still Team Haney, man.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? One loss don't
man.
define. One loss don't make me jump off. Don't make me jump shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Shout out to the Errol Spence fans out there. Shout out to the Errol Spence fans out there, man. You know what I mean?
Two things. It's who he lost to, because two things are gonna happen. We're gonna find out that Ryan was really hyped. You know what I mean? He really is a YouTuber getting lucky, knocking out the right feet. Like or we're gonna say, damn, Tank needs more respect. You understand what I'm saying? Tank,
that win aged really well, man. That win ages well right now, man.
So it's two things happens out of here. You know, we're gonna look at it either, because I'm not gonna lie, the jury is still out on Garcia. To me, he still needs to fight. He still needs to fight a young brother, like a Boots. He still needs, because when he fought Tank, I believe that's as far as he goes. He fights Tank, that happens again. It's the same result.
I would like to see him against somebody like a Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah,
at 140.
Richardson Hitchens is
That's
about
a good fight. Richardson Hitchens will probably meet him somewhere in between 140 147. For sure. But Richardson Hitchens just, people think he lost his last fight against my man, I forgot homeboy name, pardon me. I mean, I've watched so many fights, man. I get all the names mixed up. But Richard Hitchens didn't look great in his last fight. He kind of got a gift. But
I remember that fight.
But he's on the zone as well, so that's a fight that could possibly happen at 140. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely a fight. And here's the thing: even after seeing him beat Haney, I favor all of them over Garcia.
So you're not sold. You're not sold at all.
Nah, you got Matias. You got Haney.
Matias is on the zone now.
You got Matias. You got Hitchison. You got Boots. You got Tank. If he comes up,
you got Pitbull.
Pitbull. That's the one.
You got Pitbull
right
Cruz.
That's the one right there. I'm on the fence on. That's the one right there, and I still lean toward Pitbull. His boxing ability isn't so.
I'm
I gotta
not.
Go
look,
back and look at the Lomachenko fight with Haney. Now I gotta go back and look at that fight again. I really
here
gotta
we go, man. Come on, man. Nah, man. This ain't even about. Listen, man. Yo, it happens, man. Styles make fights. My man got caught with. Listen, man. We're not doing this. I'm ready to wrap this up now. Okay, I'm already hurting.
Okay.
Man.
Before you wrap this up, before we wrap this up, I just want to go back to something I mentioned before, because they be talking about this. The people watching right now in the chat, was this fight of the year? People keep talking about how great of a fight this was, and I just want to know, was this to y'all fight of the year? Because to me, with the exception of, it got exciting, but the fight was a lot of mauling, a lot of grabbing, a lot of hugging. There was parts of the fight where, I was watching the fight, my eyes was getting heavy. So I'm just curious, like, y'all think that this was a great fight? Do you, Bomani, think that this was a great fight?
I think as far as fight of the year, I have to agree with the brother Magneto, man, Teflon. So far, right now, but it's still early. It's still early, man. You know what I'm saying? We still got Fury Usyk coming up. We still got Beterbiev and Bivol happening, and that whole card looks stacked. I'm looking forward to that.
What's my man who beat Deontay, man? What's his name? Jared.
Joseph Parker?
No, yeah, Joseph Parker. Parker.
Yeah.
That right there, I thought that was a better fight.
You thought Wilder, Joseph Parker was a better fight?
More entertainment value, yeah.
Yo, if y'all agree with that, man, put something in the chat. Let me know.
Because of the knockdown. Minus the knockdown. The knockdowns is what made this fight. It was the drama and seeing this boy get smacked around like that.
Yeah. I mean, it hurt. It hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie. When he first got hit with that first left hook, I was like, come on, Dev. Like, Dev.
Because you seen how deep that shit shook him. Like, you seen that shit was all the way to his toes.
Yeah, your man was doing he was doing what's that dance? He was doing a Humpty dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did the hump.
Your man was doing a Humpty hump, man.
He did the hump, and then he hit the Jackson 5. He hit the Jackson 5 legs. You know what I mean? He did the Jackson 5 legs. He's talking about...
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Look, man. We almost running out of time here, yo.
Well, that's
Yo.
you know, it was a good show, you know.
Yo, oh well, I guess we get in on this, man. What's next for Dev, man?
What's next for Dev?
What's next for Dev? Yeah.
What's next for Dev? Who's his mandatory? You know, hopefully he has an easy mandatory. He could just you know, run with his mandatory right now and then go from there. See what he looked like from there.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was. You know what? I have to look that up. Hold on, let me see. Let me do that.
Because this fight, you know, he got hurt in this fight. Right now, he's in the hospital right now, or he's, you know, with pain medication, thinking about, you know, getting back. Like, when he gets back in the ring, what's he gonna do? I just hope he's not gunshot. I hope he doesn't come back in the ring like Vargas after Vargas was knocked out by Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hope. And even Vargas did have a good fight with De La Hoya, even though he got knocked out in that fight too. But, you know, I just hope that this didn't ruin him. You know, I hate to see him end up like Junior Jones or something. You know, shout out to Junior Jones. But I would just hate to see his career go that route of a Junior Jones. You know, man.
Damn, I ain't really got enough time to really look it up. But yeah, the Ring Magazine is saying he'll be fighting. More than likely, he'll be defending his title against his mandatory, whoever that is.
Yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would do if I was him. But just go fight your mandatory, keep the title, and then look for the next big fight. Maybe you and Shakur could get that fight on. You know, maybe you and Shakur can finally get y'all rivalry fight on. You know. You're still Shakur's mandatory.
Brother Magneto.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Magneto, man. That's my brother right there. Shout out to
Teflon Don.
Peace to the God.
You know what I'm saying?
Peace to the God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think Dev should take some time off, enjoy some of that paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And figure it out, man. I don't know, man. I can't even call it. Like, I'm shook up, man. I feel like I got rocked. You know what I'm saying? Because Dev is my guy. He's still my guy.
I feel you, man. It's like when Tyson lost to Holyfield, man. Like, I was that hurt me. Like, that hurt me. Like, I just heard one of my mans got shot and was in the hospital right now. We don't know what's going on. Like, when, you know, so I understand. Believe me. When they gave the fight to De La Hoya over Pinell, you know, I was. Oh man, listen, I was sick. So I understand.
Honestly, the last 2 times I've been this hurt in boxing was when Deontay Wilder got the blood beat out of him by Tyson Fury, and when Trinidad got the beans and rice and stuff and knocked out of him by Bernard Hopkins, man.
Shout out to B.
Like, that hurt, man.
Shout
out to Bernard Hopkins, man. He's definitely a goon, man. Leave my man Bill Haney alone, though, man. Stop bullying him, man. Stop trying to pick on my man, because Bill, he ain't having it.
Bill know what time it is. Bill know
he ain't having it, man. Bill ain't having it, man. Bill ain't having it.
Bill is the real. Bill is the real deal, but he ain't.
Bill is a real one, man.
He can't get with no Hopkins. Hopkins will bring him.
I mean, come on. I don't think he. But still, you still can't let no man be bullying you. I don't care who it is. You gotta respect the man that's gonna stand. He gonna stand on his square regardless. Like, nah. How do you say stand on business?
You know what I mean? Need to stand on something. Yeah, he need to stand on something. But yeah. So that's the show for the day.
That's the show for the day, man. You got any part words, brother?
You gotta come up on here with us sometime. Give us some of your boxing knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man. We definitely got to make that happen, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that came in, that popped in the building with us. Brother Teflon Don, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. Magneto, Gorilla Mainframe.
Wally stepped through for a slight.
My brother Wally came through. Peace to Odell Francis. Who else we had up in here in the building, man? My man Dwight. You know what I mean? Canada Race Enjoy. Once again, go subscribe to that channel if you enjoy racing and cars and all of that type of stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? My man puts out some great content. You know what I'm saying? Black man. You know what I'm saying? That enjoy racing and cars, man. Like how we enjoy boxing. You know what I mean? Yeah, so shout out everybody that tuned in. Peace to Barry Hayes.
Shout out to my man Dion up in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out everybody that showed us some love, that popped in with us, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Just want to remind everybody, please jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button. Go ahead and lead hook that share button and throw a damn combination at the notification bell to stay updated when we drop new content. You can find us on Instagram and Thread at the Parry 101, TikTok at the .parry.101. Yeah, and this is the Parry, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Shay Black, man. What's up? You got any parting words?
We don't pull no punches. That's, check us out. Don't forget to check out our legendary profiles. The last one was with, I believe, Ike Corte. Definitely check out Ike Corte. He was a welterweight, in one of the fiercest welterweight divisions, the former WBA champion. I thought he got robbed against Oscar. So, you can check that out. You can check out the fight, a highlight of Oscar and Corte in the 5 greatest rematches that never happened, as well as y'all can check out Who Really Won, which that's a new joint we've been putting together, popping out there. We got one dropping tonight. That's right. It'll be dropping tonight, in about an hour. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Jose Luis Castillo. Who do you think won that one? You know what I'm saying? And I gave my analysis on it. You might be surprised, I know a lot of people think that Floyd took that on loss or whatever. So you might be surprised with what I said, but I'm gonna leave it at that. We also got I got Trinidad De La Hoya also in the mix. He's about to drop shortly after that one is dropping. And I got some more legendary, Larry Holmes, and just legendary stuff.
And we got the profile. I don't know if I want to, now the people voted all in the group, man. We doing Paul the Punisher Williams, another legendary profile from the Parry. I'm gonna have that to y'all next week. Well, this week's upcoming week. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. And yo, man, just appreciate everybody tuning in, man. This is Bomani UFG from the Parry with my brother, the pragmatic Shay Black. This is the Parry where we don't pull and duck no punches, and the Parry is fundamental to boxing. And you know what time it is, kid. We out. Peace.
Actually, now we're going to show you how to catch the jab. Actually, in boxing, it's called parrying.